has it looks like no one's joined yet, so we'll just wait for a minute or two. I don't know how to redirect people from what is this react. Okay, I don't know how to redirect people from hi Nadia, hi Liberian Arif Hussein. I don't know. Why is Roe versus Wade dead? Uh, okay. Okay. I I know I sound mean, but I can't be talking about the inanities of the imperial core because anti because this takes way too much energy and it's hard for me to really care about the I'm sorry. Absolutely not. I'd have more reservations using CNN, BBC, or any other Western news as a source. Far more reservations. For example, 1984 is not based out of about RT, but it is about the BBC. And George Orwell literally had to wrote 1984 based on the work he did for BBC. So I would have far more reservations using any source from the West. You should too. Anyone with half a brain should be having, I mean, like, the Pulitzer Prize. It's from this guy named Joseph Pulitzer who started the Spanish American War with his lies. So, yeah. So far, I have not seen RT blatantly lie, get things wrong. They contradict Western sources, but that's because the West always lies to you. And the reason why the West always lies to you is because most people have some kind of a consciousness. And if the population in the West were to realize that what the government does, such as what it did in put a lot of rapey warlords in power in Afghanistan, or have ears for beers in Vietnam, people would literally revolt. So they have to lie to you in order to kind of keep you because this way they keep you just comfortable enough so that you can accept these stupid lies. So yeah. Thank you, Wade. I'm glad. Did you enjoy it? But I guess I came because some people were feeling a bit shocked or raw about the film, so I kind of yeah. Okay, well, the thing about it is that the Supreme Court is the most reactionary chamber of court, and everything they decide is bullshit. So, for example, in 1912, they totally decided that child labor, banning child labor was unconstitutional according to the Commerce Clause. So it's just a whole bunch of reactionary people that'll always side with the powerful, and that's their entire purpose. So you need to get rid of what Lenin would call constitutional illusions, and I've gone through thousands of times what a constitutional illusion is. It's the belief that you have a juridical, orderly, constitutional system when you really don't. And that's basically what the Supreme Court does, is it bullshits you each time with some random reason in order to side with the powerful. And only idiots are going to think that it's something that it is not. So, but the sad thing is the only way you can change the Supreme Court is basically by changing the entire government. So I don't know what to say besides Americans need to start getting, I don't know, it's like, I don't know what to say. Everything, even Bernie Sanders recognizes even the smallest scale of social reforms, you need an entire revolution. He always says that. And so I don't know what to say to Americans who don't kind of realize that what the purpose of the state is to oppress one class over another, and the America as a state is, according to James Madison, is meant to protect people with property from people who are property or people without property. So the state is designed to always do that 100% of the time, and in order to get a state that does not do that, you need to change it. That's all I'm going to say. So it just kind of gets on my nerves to talk about these little legalese, gossipy leaks. Yeah, the Supreme Court's going to always do that. I mean, you know that they ruled on Nestle and child slavery. When the lawyers cited I.G. Farben and the Holocaust, they still sided with Nestle on child slavery. So, yeah, so nothing's going to change until you change. It's kind of like it's the same exact effort. It'll take the same exact effort basically to change everything as it does to do minutia. So I don't know what to say besides, yeah, that sucks, but I I don't know what to say. It sucks, yeah. But there's not much we can do when we don't have like people who, I feel kind of sometimes upset when people who follow me for like 6 years are so politically unconscious that they don't even realize that the Supreme Court bullshits its way as it goes, and there's like no real thing as like a constitution, and there's nothing that can actually, you should do the Trump corollary. What can the president do that will get him trouble? Nuke billions? There's nothing he cannot do that will actually get him in trouble. Like, literally nothing. And it should be scary, but yeah, it's not. It's like, yeah, the president, literally, there is not a single thing he cannot do. Okay? Make them, I don't know. People make the leaders, so you go make them. Comrade Stalin said that. So yeah, yeah, and it might not even be possible until like everyone else gets out from under the axe of the imperial, whatever it is. But who knows? Sorry, but we were here to talk about the movies, or not. I guess we're here to have a free chat. So what do you want to talk about? Since I am mostly soliloquying. Okay, suppose that they are going to get rounded up and imprisoned soon. How do you stop that? Hint. You just watched the movie. The people in Donbass did that. You just watched the movie where the people kind of did that in the Donbass area. So if you are going to get... That's not what the people in Donbass did. Nope. They blockaded, remember? And they wouldn't let the army... They blockaded with everything they had. If I knew it, I would have already done it. So I don't know. Good luck. Yeah, like I said, if I knew it, I would have already done it. And I don't. So my YouTube show has like 8 viewers where about 2 of them are snapped out of their mind traps, and that's it. Like I can't even get my YouTube viewers to be snapped out of my regular YouTube viewers to be snapped out of their mind traps. So what hope is there? Yeah, I'm always gonna give you this kind of hopeless negativity because I don't know this answer. I can tell you how horrific. I feel a little bit like I can tell you how all the horrors, but I don't know the answer. And if I did, obviously we would not be in the situation. So I guess we need to think. Let's see, I don't know, what is keeping what I think the mind trap is caused by alienation from each other. But yeah, that's all I know. I don't know anything else. Uh, yeah, it's definitely caused by alienation from each other. And I really, there's no concept of solidarity. It's kind of like the system. I mean, even everyone who is here because of the consent of the people in power. So the population in America is kind of a socially engineered population that is the most like obedient population, because they would deport non-obedient people, and it's like, so I don't know, it is very complicated because, for example, a lot of people don't know. Yeah, we're not a nation of immigrants, we're a nation of scabs. So, because those in power like held immigration laws, and they would deport people. I mean, you've even seen this recently, where that these meat companies deported, called ICE, on their workers who formed the union. Yeah, so that's why they had to get immigration. And if you read Lenin's Capitalism and Immigration, you'll understand that you need cheap labor, and you have to find the most desperate people in the most war-torn countries. Of course, we'll ignore who caused the war in these war-torn countries. But so even there, you have, and then you have like all the reactionaries. Like, it's like a safe, America's a safe space for the world's fascists. So it is. It's not. I don't know what to say. Big up, big up from Liverpool. What, UK? Hi, Liverpool. I don't know how to make a Liverpool accent, but I'll learn soon. No, no, you told me about this. Wait, she did that last year too, or was it somebody else's sister? Um, no, that's what's is really infuriating, is that she's not a landlord. She's not even a homeowner, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Well, I mean, my brother-in-law, for some odd reason, had a Ukraine flag shipped to his house while I was there, and he claimed it was because of my sister's professor, who is of Russian ethnicity but is of Ukrainian citizenship. Apparently is like a Zelensky copycat, and he's like a big supporter of Ukrainian nationalism. And yeah, I was like so horrified when I saw this Amazon box with the Ukrainian flag, and I'm like, what the bleep? Oh yeah, and then my brother-in-law has this thing where he has really dumb sisters who believe in like moon candles or whatever crap liberals believe in, dumb liberals who are not mainstream. So he just assumes that I haven't, it's not, like, when I form my conclusions, it's because I have documentation from the US government saying we've done this. Here are the pictures, here are the videos, blah, blah, blah. Like, so he actually doesn't, is so, I know, infuriatingly contemptful of this whole thing. And he's like, oh, yeah, what liberals believe in, all this bullshitty nonsense. I don't know. I just made up moon candle. Yeah, yeah. That's the algorithm, mate. So we live in a catch-22. There was a catch. What are we gonna do? We don't know. Hi, Jason Hunt. Yeah, it is. What are we going to do? I don't know. I feel like I'm randomly ranting, and and I'm not saying anything that I haven't said before 100,000 times. So, I thought I was going to discuss how you felt about the movie because some of you were really upset and disturbed, but I guess you don't want to do that. So I don't know what to do or how long I need to stay on, or am I getting any super chats? I'm sorry, why are they not talking to you? Half my family doesn't talk to me either. I don't talk to half my family either, but and that's because some of them are sociopathic jackasses. Seriously. Seriously, like, yeah, so I'm sure everyone has. Hi, Rip. Is he a sex? What do you call him? A sex pat? Ew. Like it's a portmanteau of expat and sex pest, so it's a sex pat. Sex pat. No, he's probably a sex pat. Ew. I feel sorry for her. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was right. It is the same sister. Okay. Okay, so why is he living in Japan as a white man if he's not a sex pest? Sex pat. I don't know. I There are a lot of sex pats, especially in China, Japan, and Korea, is what I realized. I don't want to own anything either. And I want to be happy. Oh, he's totally a sex pat. Sorry, but if I'm disappointing you about your cousin, but 100% sex pat. Yeah. Um, I actually think. Never mind. I will keep. Yeah, you can tell. There. You know that French guy who's like talking about China. He blocked me because I was like, he explained how, like, he made a stupid point about how there are like lots of immigrants in France and not so many immigrants in China, and he said something about the Chinese culture, and I'm like, no, you moron, it is colonialism. I said, no, it's colonialism, and then he blocked me. Let's not get in there. I love Luna Oye. She is awesome, and she's my BFF, and he's her husband, so I'm sure she's made a great choice. Yeah, okay. It's not no. Ad hominem is your argument is wrong because you're stupid. You're stupid is not an ad hominem, and that French guy is a sex pest is not an ad hominem. It's just an insult. Uh, okay. Okay. We chased away Jason Hunt. Okay, what else do we talk about? I'm not even getting super chats, so, and I don't know what to say. So I'm going to stay here for just a few more minutes because I don't know. Why am I staying for a few more minutes? I know not. And I'm even getting a headache. Oh God. Yeah, I guess it is as good as it. Oh my God. Oh, I hate everything. And I can't find my passport. I don't know. But it's like I have a theory that you're never gonna find what you're looking for. It just needs to, and it has not fallen on my lap, so I don't know where my bloody passport is. And I really want to go to. Wait, yeah, I really want to go to Russia, so I can do research for my Lenin book. I love it. Let's see, what else can we talk about? I don't know what else to talk about actually. So sure. I think it's actually pretty straightforward to get visas to Cuba. You just can't get it from the US. So I believe you have to go to Canada and then you have to get, yeah, I believe it's pretty straightforward to get a visa from Cuba. Yes. No, I don't know. I think maybe, well, I wouldn't blame them since all the acts of terrorism the US did if Cuba did that, but I'm not 100% certain what they do. So, but like I said, a visa to Cuba is not that expensive. I mean, it's not hard. I interviewed this Taiwanese rapper who went to the DPRK, and he said actually a visa, it's not that hard. You just have to you just have to have a tour it's like you have to get a visa through some sort of like tour company to get around the sanctions, like that's like based in China, and then you just buy a train ticket and take a train to the DPRK, and that's about it. Like, yeah, it's in one of our earlier YouTube interviews where he talks about his visit to the DPRK. So, yeah, the expensive part is I think getting to China part is the expensive part for DPRK. Are there any other forbidden countries you can't? I think those are the only two, right? Cuba, DPRK. Anyone else? I can't think of that. If there's any. Yeah, they built a high-speed train. Thank you, George Habash. Thank you. Mm. Oh, Iran. No, no, no. Iran, you can just get a. It's actually funny. Iran, you can just go to the consulate and get a visa. No, U.S. No, there's like literally no problem with Iran. Yeah, you just go get a visa, and I think there are no direct flights to Tehran. I think you might have to take like a flight that's indirect to Tehran, but who cares? I know that because I have a friend who was studying journalism here in New York, and for her senior project, she went to Iran, and all she had to do was like fill out like an application and pay $25 or something. A telepole in the middle of the backyard and four people in a bathhouse. I don't understand what's going on. I'm so confused. I don't understand a single thing. Thank you. Yeah. Um, it's I just don't understand. Yeah, I mean, it's not that. Yeah, no, I mean, like, it is expensive to travel because flights and whatnot, and tickets and hotels and whatnot, it's expensive, but it's not bad. I mean, I don't know. No, there's also, I hear the word on the street is that there's going to be a food shortage in the US pretty soon. Like, something to do with something, some fire or drought or both in California. So we are screwed. Yeah, it's going to be like Katrina. Read my article about it. It's like the purge, except it's scary. Um, yeah, and your white neighbors are going to turn on you like that. Um, I don't know what to say. In the U.S., I don't know. Maybe. Ooh, you are entrapping me. Luna is my good friend. You are not going to entrap me on this. Hmm. Interesting. It's all I have to say. Hmm. Interesting is all I have to say. Uh, interesting is all I have to say. I don't know. What is the world coming to? We screwed up big time. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Megan McCain, okay, so Megan McCain was calling, I think, Putin fascist, and she's like, this is what fascism looks like. And I was like, no, Megan, this is what fascism looks like. And I had a picture of her father with Oleg Ten, whatever his name is, Dionenbruch or whatever, the head of the Svoboda party, doing the Sieg Heil. And she blocked me because I insulted her father, I guess. There, there is some creepy Oedipus complex. Me, I mean, I'm have seizures that the doctors don't know what's going on. I have a broken nose that it feels like I'm getting constantly being punched in the face. Uh, and my insurance will not pay for fixing the broken nose. It's broken in 3 spots. I don't know. Am I okay? I guess given the circumstances, yeah, I'm okay. Um, yeah, hopefully this they they do a lot of BSing in the medical field is what I noticed. That they're just like, hey, try this random. We don't know what's causing this. Try this random medicine. Oh, we'll increase the dose. Oh, let's try some other random medicine. It's a lot of like trial and error and guessing work and BSing, and half the time you don't know what's causing anything. Um, yeah, and do not call an ambulance if I am to seize on air. Please, please don't call the ambulance. I cannot afford it. No, seriously, like when I was at the hospital, somebody called the ambulance, and the ambulance fees was like $800. So do not call it. If I'm seizing on air, no calling ambulances. Please let me die. I'd rather do that. Don't call anyone. You don't even know where I live, so don't. Yeah. Helpful people calling. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. And then you end up with the hospital with the broken nose, and they won't. Oh, and then when you have a neurological condition, you're not free to go. You're stuck there until they tell you can go. So, yeah. I don't get the whole ambulance thingies in the US. Like, why are ambulances so expensive? Okay, so I guess you guys got a health update. Freedom, yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I have a headache. Okay, I'm going to leave now because I have a headache. It it feels like somebody it had just, imagine feeling like being punched in the nose 24/7, and the only medicine they've given you for that is Advil. That's how it feels. Yes, ambulance industrial complex. There, oof. And yeah, and we don't know what's wrong. By the way, seizure disorder just means you've had more than one seizure. It's actually a bullshit way of saying, hey, we don't know what's wrong. And apparently this is a mystery, and I don't know either what's wrong. So that's, I guess, my health update. And hopefully, I don't know what to say. Hopefully, I don't. Nobody else is getting seizures. Don't get seizures. I don't know what else to say. Slobodu narodu smrti fascismo. I guess we don't want to talk about the movie, but I hope you enjoyed yourself, and thank you for all the super. Oh, I'm sorry, Nadia, that you have seizures too. This really sucks. I'm so sorry. My, my next flare up? I don't know. Who knows? True. Or I might not have needed the ambulance. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. But it's funny. I was so out of it after the first seizure that I really thought I was in Russia. So, like, yeah, I thought I was in Russia. I was like telling the doctor that apparently, because like the next day they asked me, "What country are you in?" And I was like, "U.S." And they were like, "What we need you to do is get your memory back." But for a few hours, I was telling people that I was in Russia. And yeah, then they asked what year it was. So I don't know what year I was telling people. So who knows? Yeah, it does really scream. Yeah. The nurse. I don't. The nurse would have told. I don't know. She was just relieved that it came back to me on its own. I had a seizure. Yeah. Anyways, I have a really headache, so let's me go. Bye bye.